welcome back to January 2025. It's a new year, it's a new TBR. How are we doing? How are your Christmas breaks? My Christmas break was wonderful, my birthday was wonderful, everything was wonderful. It was a magical year. I really tried to draw back on social outings and things like that during the holiday break, and that was very restful, very soothing for me. So whatever it was that you needed to do or did do or read, oh my gosh, what books have you read over Christmas break? That is what I most want to know. But without further ado, if you are new here, hi, my name is Hannah. I love reading books. That's all there is to it. And if you're old here, hi, my name is Hannah. I'm still here reading books. I don't know why old implies your voice is lower, but it does. Back here, these two shelves are my current physical TBR. I'm going to use the jar today. We are going to do a jar TBR to kick us off. I do need some more prompts for this though, so if you have any really good TBR jar prompts, if you want to comment those below. Otherwise, I'll be going to my Patreon to get some or my Instagram to get some more. In the past, I've done 8 books on my TBR, 1 being a book club book. This year, I have decided to do 6 books on my TBR, 1 of them being my book club book and 5 being whatever gets picked in the jar or using some other kind of TBR choosing method. The reason I'm doing this is because I read on average 9 to 10 books every month, and a lot of things would come up. I would be mood reading, I would be given a buddy read with a friend, a new book would come out that I forgot was coming out that month and I'd want to get to it before my TBR. So I think I only completed my TBR maybe once, and that might be a stretch even. It might not have happened at all. I can't quite remember in this moment. So I want to make it more achievable for me and more fun for me because it's a lot more rewarding when I actually complete something I set out to complete, and I want to make it more possible for myself. I'm not trying to make it impossible to finish my TBR. So for that reason, my TBR will now be 6 books instead of 8 books. I don't know that you cared about that, but it felt important to note in case anyone noticed the discrepancy. So without further ado, our first prompt is an author's debut book. I don't know if I have that on my shelf. Wait, yes I do. Yes I do. Oh, and I'm so jazzed about this. Okay, I can confirm that The Ministry of Time by Callian Bradley, this is a debut novel, and I'm so excited to read it. It made, obviously there's stickers all over this. It made so many people's book of the year. It was in the running on best books of the year. I've had 2 of my closest friends tell me that this will absolutely be up my alley, and so I'm so excited to read this. And I added it to my shelf, I think, end of November, so it hasn't been in the family long, but I'm really excited to get to her. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Prompt number 1. Welcome to the family. Prompt number 2. A book with a pink cover. Oh, I do have one. I do have one. Anatomy by Dana Schwartz. This is a duology. I believe it is a gothic fantasy. I really love it, and I actually, honestly, I like to read more spooky during the cold months of the year, and then in the fall, I like to read some things that aren't quite as spooky, but maybe a little bit more romantic and chill vibes. So I'm really excited to get into this into the winter. I think this was on my TBR once or twice last year. I've had it for a long time, but I don't see a lot of people give hype about this. So I'm excited to get to it and see if it's something that I will then just not shut up about. We'll see. Goodreads 2024 nominee / winner. I know. Okay, I know what's up there. I know what's over there. We're not going to talk about her though. We're going to talk about somebody else. I'm going to do Sally Rooney's Intermezzo. Now, I don't have Goodreads winner. I forget what Goodreads winner is, but I know I don't have it. I think it's James, or is that Barnes & Noble's winner? Okay, everyone needs to pick the same winner. So frustrating, but anyway. But I do have a couple on the Goodreads tops list, so I'm going to go with that theory. And Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. This is one of my favorite authors. I've loved every book of hers that I've ever read, so I'm really excited to get into this, and I meant to do it last year when it came out, and I didn't get around to it, so I'm going to add Intermezzo to that pile over there. A book that's been on your TBR for over a year. A lot of these. A lot of these. I know what I'm going to do, though. I know what I'm going to do. This is going to be a little bit of a curveball, but I'm going to do The Housemaid by Frida McFadden because I know they're working on the movie or TV show adaptation of this, and I want to be ahead of the curve and ahead of the hype. And I haven't read a thriller in years, as plural. I think I only have 2 over here, and I've not read either of them. So let's add The Housemaid to that pile, okay? One more. Oh my gosh. Simon Chooses. Okay, before I bring him in here, I'm going to talk about our book club book. Our book club book for the month is There Are Rivers in the Sky by Elif Shafak. I might be butchering that name. I'm really trying to work on my pronunciation this year. This is the year where I look up pronunciations, but that is our book club book for the month. Been nominated for so many book club awards this year, so I really was interested in reading it, and I kind of like the magical realism to it and the mystery behind it, and there's just some really interesting elements going on in that book. So if you're interested in hearing more about the plot or interested in joining in on the conversation, you can head over to my Patreon and become a member. You can become a free member, which means you'll see everything, just not the day that it comes out. You can pay $1 and see everything instantly, or you can pay $3 and be entered into giveaways and see everything instantly. So really, those are like the 3 tiers. There are more details over there if you want to join or if you're interested in that. No obligation, because if you're here seeing this, you're seeing a good bit of what I like to share. So that's happening in book club. Now, without further ado, I'm going to get Simon to choose our last book. He's already barking. It's like he knows what I'm about to do. Simon, come here. You got to pick our book club book. Got Axolotl Simon coming through. Here he comes. So excited. If you've never met him, this is my dog, Simon. He's very cute and very borky. Okay, buddy, you have to choose a book, all right? Sniff the books. Sniff the books. Any of these books? Look at these books. He's like, Mom, this is cruelty. This is really hard. I don't know that he will pick. Maybe I have him run. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up 4 books, each with a treat on top, and I'm going to have him run and pick one. Stay tuned. This is the most exciting TBR ever. Holding him back, but I'm going to put a treat on each book. Simon, chill. I'm putting one of his treats on each book, and they're all, he can see me doing it, so you know that they're there. Okay, I'm gonna release you from behind here, okay, buddy? On your marks, get set, go. Oh my gosh, he did it. You did it, buddy. You can eat all of them now, but we're gonna go with the one he went to first. I'm glad you're enjoying these. Yep, get the last one. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. I'm so proud of you. You did it. The sun is now shining. Great. It was maybe kind of hard to see what Simon chose in that last clip, but he did, in fact, choose An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. This is an author I've heard amazing things about. I've always wanted to read their books, and this is book 1 in, I believe, a 4 or 5 book series, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I am really excited to read this book, and I think it was an excellent choice on Simon's part. So book number 1. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, Intermezzo by Sally Rooney, Anatomy by Dana Schwartz, The Mystery of Time by Callie Ann Bradley, and finally our last book, There Are Rivers in the Sky by Alif Shafik. Those are the 6 books for book club this month. I'm so excited to dive into those. I am really excited to be back for the year, and I hope to see you over in my book club or somewhere else on the internet. Okay, love ya, bye.